a mouse, cause I'm an albatross. I'm an albatross.
The real legend of gaming. We are here with Clash Royale. There are some balance changes releasing on February 13th. And there are some big ones coming out. I definitely tell you, some happened a little sooner than I expected. And a few kind of taking place a little after the fact, especially after some of these cards were nerfed. And some cards are being buffed even more. So we'll check it out. So as always, Clash Royale has this message. The way we approach card balancing in Clash Royale is a combination of playtesting and looking at the stats. So keep that in mind when we're going over these changes. So in this round of balance changes, we're toning down the Executioner and boosting a few underused cards. The Witch, the Dark Prince, the Baby Dragon, and more. Now, the Executioner just released. I mean, we all said it. The card is super OP. And it was a change that quickly was made in order to balance out the usage of the card so that it does not become like the Elite Barbarians again. So right off the bat, the change for the Executioner, the damage is being decreased by 6%. The range is also being changed from 4.5 from 5. And the axe hit radius is going down by 10%. So what does that mean? The Executioner's power level is clearly too high for a troop that does it all, and I agree with that. However, this is partly due to a few bugs that we're fixing in the next update. So we're taking that into account with these changes. Reducing his damage, range, and amount of stuff his axe can hit at once should rein him in. I did notice with the Executioner, and I think there might be another nerf as well. When he throws that axe, he can take out the whole push with one hit once that axe returns back on his full swing. And it's a little crazy sometimes losing your skeleton army, your minions, your fire spirits, and even if one of your ice wizards or electro wizards are on half HP, he can take them out. Now the next card getting a buff, which I'll tell you, we've seen this card get nerfed, buffed so many times, the Poison. So the duration is going to 8 seconds from 10 seconds, and the damage per second is being increased to 24%. Now that's big. So what they're saying is, after this change, Poison will be more reliable at getting its damage done. Definitely. It'll deal more damage with each tick, but roughly the same damage over the duration. Skeletons will pop in one tick instead of two, making it much better against skeleton army and graveyard, and a viable alternative to Fireball again. Here goes another one. Now this card here, from the launch of the game, has not really maximized its capability the way it should. It doesn't justify the elixir count. I mean, this along with the wizard, I feel, are two cards that just need to be decreased or buffed even more. And here it goes. So the witch damage is being increased by 6%. Her use rate is really low in the later arenas and high win challenges, but it's quite good elsewhere. We're looking to give her a small boost without overpowering her in the early game. This change will allow her to one-shot equally leveled skeletons. So that's very key right there. I agree the witch is not used in Legendary Arena and above. This one here I think is the biggest change. The P.E.K.K.A. The deploy time is going to 1 second from 3. So we're aiming to make P.E.K.K.A. more usable and a bit more nimble to play without breaking her identity as a big burly robot. Wow. So that means the P.E.K.K.A. is going to spawn a lot faster, which will really help you in a bind if you need to throw it down defensively or if you want to create a push really quick. This is going to be a major change. I totally can see an upcoming nerf happening. They might change it to 2 seconds because the P.E.K.K.A. is going to get deployed like crazy now. I totally see the Dark Prince combo coming back. And speaking of the Dark Prince, his hit points is going up by 5%. Now remember, the last balance change, he got buffed. And it wasn't enough. I personally tried to use the deck in the beginning with the Dark Prince. It just didn't work out. He was just too weak. He would not make it past the river most of the times, and if he did, the towers took out a lot of him especially a Fireball, the Executioner, and etc. So hit points going up by 5%. He's been considered a low tier card for some time, as his hit stats are quite there when compared to other 4 elixir options. More hit points. Alright, so more hit points should allow him to charge around the arena with a bit more success. Next up, personally one of my favorite cards, and I'm always happy when they make changes to the Baby Dragon. The range is going from 3.5 from 3. The Baby Dragon is a fun and iconic card that doesn't see a lot of play. A bit more range should make it more appealing. I like this a lot. I mean, you guys know I use the Baby Dragon in a lot of my decks along with the Ice Wizard. So this is a great change. I'm happy about it. Next up is the Skeletons. The skeleton count is increasing to 4 from 3. I think that's big, because at 1 elixir, 4 skeletons could take down a hog pretty quick. It can also distract an Inferno Tower. This is going to be a key addition to lineups. So since the Ice Spirit joined the arena, the 1 elixir slot has become more competitive. So we're bringing back the 4th skeleton. This change, aka plus 33% more calcium, that's pretty funny, will give skeletons a lot more value as a distraction tool. Le Doute returns. Alright. And the last change, which we kind of knew this was going to happen, the skeleton army is getting a small nerf. The skeleton count is going from 16 to 15. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it does make a difference, especially if it's zapped. That means 1 less skeleton will be alive. So a critical change to maintain the delicate balance of skeletal equilibrium within the arena. So there you have it, folks. Those are the balance changes. It should go live on February 13th. So definitely expect some maintenance changes and updates to occur. And, you know, if you were watching the right of the video, me and Divine did some friendly battles with the new cards that are supposed to be buffed. It's not actual changes because, you know, the balances didn't go into effect, but it gives you an idea of what kind of decks you can kind of mix up. We experimented a bit, and as you see, the match did go to overtime. So, you know, there's a lot of potential with these decks. It's just all how you matter, how you add your preferences in, your style of play, and just have fun with it, as always. So, as always, like and subscribe. If you like the information in this video, if you felt it was helpful, share it with a friend. It brings more people to the channel, creates a better community for us to have fun, alright? Peace out.